Hi, I'm Sonia Schofield and today I'm going to show you how to do a really quick and easy makeup for Zoom meetings or when you're FaceTiming. Obviously at this lockdown, a lot of us aren't seeing our family and friends. We're not doing business in person. We're not going to work. A lot of it's all being done at home. I have never done Zoom meetings before, but this last few weeks I've done lots of networking. I've been speaking to clients online and to my friends, and it's always a little bit embarrassing when you agree to go online. You're like, oh my god, I've not done my makeup, I'm in my pyjamas still. And there's been a few weeks of networking. I know it's coming up and it comes to the morning, I get involved with the dog, doing the breakfast, helping my daughter with her schoolwork, and all of a sudden I realise I'm going to be chatting to all my lovely networking ladies, and I haven't done anything at all with my hair or my makeup. So I wanted to do this tutorial for people who are in the same boat where they need a quick routine. So what I've noticed with Zoom is that you need to be sat in the right light. It's obviously going to be a lot better if you can sit with natural light on you. Luckily I've got a ring light, so that if I can't get near any natural light I can just put the ring light on, and then it's a lot more flattering to the skin. Try not to sit with lights above you because that's going to cast shadows. So the best thing really is to sit with near a window with the light coming on you, not too bright though. I've tried sitting in the conservatory before and the light is so bright that you just look completely white. You just look like a ghost, and then nobody can see you really. So best thing to do is get by a window or get a ring light, and that's going to give the most flattering light for you. Right, so let's start with the makeup. Just to let you know, I've already done my skincare. I always do that when I get straight out of the shower. I'll show you what I've used. So I've used my face moisturising balm by Clock Face this time. Really nice hydrating balm. And I've used the eye cream that I always use every morning, every night, and that's the Extra Repair Eye Cream by Bobbi Brown. And I've just put a little bit of lip balm on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this BFF cream by Trini, and what this is going to do is it's not really going to be like a foundation, it's just going to give a nice radiance to the skin. If there's any redness, it's going to blur it, and it's just going to give a really nice finish to the skin. Really good radiance. So I'm just going to put a little bit on. Don't need a brush. This is Colour Light. I could probably go doing a little bit darker now, just because I have caught the sun a little bit, because we've had quite good weather on this lockdown. So this has got SPF 30, which is brilliant because, as I said, we've been having that nice hotter weather. So after you've done all of your FaceTiming and your Zooming, you'll be able to go out into the sun and know that your skin's going to be protected, which is very important. Okay, so that's that. I don't think that you really need foundation when you're doing a Zoom call. Nobody's going to see you up close. They're not going to see every tiny little blemish. I've got some blemishes at the moment. I don't think they're going to turn up, show up on a webcam, so I wouldn't worry about doing foundation too much. We just want to get it all done nice and quick when we're in a rush. So I'm going to take my Studio 10 concealing palette. So this has got your green corrector in, your peach corrector, there's two different colour concealers and a primer. I'm going to take that lighter concealer and I'm going to use under the eye to cover my dark circles. This is a really good way if you're looking a little bit tired and you want to look more awake, get a nice under eye concealer on just to really wake you up. Okay, so just using the ring finger to do that. I'll just do the other side. So in the dark circles, and just get into those inner corner bits where we will have dark areas there. Okay, so then I'm going to take that slightly darker concealer. The colour of this kit is the Fair Light one. So this dark one I'm going to use to cover spots and sunspots. Not that anyone's going to really see my sunspots, but I'm just so used to covering them, I can do it really quick anyway. So just any spots or redness that you think is going to show up. Really, it probably won't, but I know we all feel more confident if we have covered it. So a little bit of sunspot there, a little bit there, a bit there, a bit of a spot. And then I think most of us generally have redness under the nose, so just going to put a little bit there. If you've got any redness or rosacea in the cheeks, you can always go in and put a little bit more concealer there. That's it, so that's that part. Then I think I'm not going to put eyeliner on or eyeshadow because it's not really going to get seen, and I think we're better off doing our eyebrows. Spend time doing a bit of work on the eyebrows. So I'm going to use an eyebrow pencil by Pure. It's double-ended, it's got the thicker end just to give a bit of a wash of colour through the eyebrows, and then it's got the really thin, if you want to do precise individual hair strokes, which I'm not going to do today because we're doing it quick. So I'm just going to take the brush on the end and I'm going to give my brows a bit of a brush up and across just so they're a bit more tidy. And then I'm going to take the thicker end and I'm just going to give a little bit of a wash of colour throughout the brows. That's going to just give them that bit more definition, and I think it just helps to frame the face. Right, so after you've done that, I would just go back again with the brush, give them a quick brush through, just to keep them looking nice and natural. Make sure that that product's distributed through evenly. Okay, so I think if we just put a little bit of mascara now on the eyes, it's just going to open the eyes out that bit more. Okay, so the mascara I'm going to use is 2000 Calories by Max Factor, and I've been using it for a few years now, and I find it to be one of the best mascaras I've used actually. Just gives really good volume and it doesn't seem to go clumpy however long you have it, which is a bonus. Okay, so I'm not going to put mascara on the bottom. I just don't think we need it. People aren't really going to be looking at your eyes that closely. They're going to be looking at your eyes, but they're not going to be looking like, oh, she got, bottom lash mascara on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a bit of bronzer on just to warm us up a bit. I think that when you're on Zoom, I don't know if you've noticed, but everyone looks a bit bluey and a bit grey and a bit washed out. So let's put a bit of bronzer on. So I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, and I'm putting it where the sun would naturally hit. So high up on the temples. I'm using my Studio 10 double-ended brush. So a bit underneath the cheekbones, just to give a little bit of shape and a bit of colour. Not being too perfect about where I'm putting it, I just generally want a bit of colour. And a bit on the nose, a bit on the chin. What's left on the brush, just give it a general swish round if you like. I'm going to take that down to the neck a little bit, just because I've got a very white neck compared to my face and chest, which I think is quite common really, because it's just not an area we catch any colour on the neck. Chins are in the way. Okay, so that's that. So I find that when I've looked at myself on Zoom videos that I can look quite flat. I just don't seem to have much radiance to the skin, and I did do one Zoom once and I had like quite glowy skin like I have now, and I thought it just looked so much better. I just looked more alive, a lot more healthy, but I know that some people do get quite oily, so you could do a bit of powder if you wanted, like some Laura Mercier translucent powder, take that all over. It really is, it's to do with your preference, but I quite like this glow I've got at the moment, so I'm not going to put powder on. Obviously it's going to depend on what light you're in. If you're in natural light at a window, you wouldn't necessarily need powder, but I do know that if you have artificial light and, you know, flashlight, it can make the skin look oilier. So if you're doing Zoom in at night time and you've got artificial light on you, just have a little think if you want to just mattify your skin a little bit. Okay. So lipstick, I'm going to go for something nice and bright. This is Electric Coral Art Stick by Bobbi Brown. Now I think this might have been a limited edition, but they do really bright colours anyway. So you just really, I think if you have a nice bright colour, that's going to be really good because you've gone so minimal on the eyes, we haven't got foundation. It's just going to really show up on the video and make it look like you've really made an effort. I did a Zoom last week and one of the ladies said, "Oh, Sonia, you're looking very glam," and I'd literally just put a little bit of this lipstick on and she thought I'd done the whole shebang and I hadn't. So it's quite a good little cheek to make it look like you've taken ages on your makeup. So this is like a liner and a lipstick in one. So I'm just going to line the lips first and then fill it in. So this is a really nice, quite orangey corally colour. I think go for something bright, go for some pinks, reds, oranges, anything that's going to give you that nice brightness to the face. Okay, instantly just lifts the whole look, doesn't it? So for blusher, I'm going to keep it simple and I'm just going to use this as your blush. So I'm going to do a little dash there and a little dash there, so on the apples of the cheeks, and don't leave it like that. So I'm just going to take the finger and just going to blend it in. Because we haven't put powder on the skin, that's just going to blend in really easily. And you haven't got to worry about matching your blusher and your lipstick because it's the same thing, so you know that's going to work. So that's just given a nice bit of colour to the whole look. And I think that is absolutely it. Yeah, that's my quick makeup. I think I could do that in about 5 minutes. And just to say, before I did do my hair, I just put a bit of, because I didn't wash it this morning, I've just put a bit of my dry shampoo, the Batiste one, and this is more for blonde hair, just to kind of refresh the roots. And yeah, I think it helps because my roots are growing out a bit as well. It's just blended the colour in a bit better. You can get ones for brunette hair as well, so definitely try those. If you think your hair's looking a little bit lank and needs a bit more volume, try a dry shampoo and stick it up as well. And then it's out of the way. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that's helped you. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel. In my comments below, I'm going to put a list of all the products that I've used today. Okay, I'll see you all very soon. Bye!